Good day, Rust Skin Enjoyers. I hope you're doing alright, because it's time for the Rust Workshop skin checks. As you can see right here, as a little teaser, here are all the newest skin submissions that appeared over the past weekend and as of Monday. Get a good look at that. Yep, very nice, very cool. Well, in this video, we're going to go ahead and take a look at all of them, and we're going to try and identify any potential collection continuations. Now, you might sit there and say, why is that? Well, in this video, we're looking at this with a financial perspective. We're on the hunt to identify any potential investments. Just picture this, with every Rust rotation, quite a lot of the time, we do tend to see quite a lot of collection continuations, and what happens by default is skins from the same collection have a bit of a spike in demand and a spike in price. So if you could put two and two together, if we can try and identify all the collection continuations, we could consider investing into the skins that already exist in that collection and question, will these potentially go up in price if this new skin is to be accepted in a future Rust store? Does that make sense? It's all about making some of those sweet, delicious looking profits. So just wanted to establish all of that and whatnot. So I hope you're nice and ready, but before we get started, you're probably looking at this and wondering, Hedge, what's a followed authors list? How come you can see all of these skins nicely, neatly prepared for you like this? Well, if you were to look at the top right of this video right now, you'll see a special little card has appeared. If you were to click that, it will navigate you to a special video which will explain all the various different ways you might be wanting to set up a followed authors list. Give it a good watch, it will help you out, and it will always help you keep informed for all the newest skins that have appeared. If you're looking at this with wanting to make a profit out of Rust skins, you always want to be one of the first people to notice when a skin submission has been uploaded, especially if it's part of a collection. I should also point out, people, if you're just wanting to skip ahead straight to the collections, the skin collection continuations, if you look in the description of this video right now, you'll see chapters to every single collection continuation. If you just want to get straight to the point, the option's there for you. This video might be quite long. It usually is. There's a lot of skins to go through, but I try my best to get through it as much as I can, and I try my best to help everybody understand whether things are probably good to invest into and whatnot. This is why I use sem.app. This wonderful website. I can just look through all the data, present it to you in a nice visual, and you can probably understand why I'm a bit cautious with certain things and why I'm a bit more confident with certain things, if that makes sense to all of you. Alright then, so before we get started, I should point out that it doesn't look like TGG's put up a top picks list today. I'm not sure what the reason is for that, but at the very least, keep an eye on the likes of their YouTube and whatnot. He is the official person with the skins and whatnot in regards to, he will curate all the newest skins, and then he produces a top picks list. For example, we'd look at the one for the previous week. He'll curate every single skin. He'll make sure every single skin is, doesn't have any DMCA issues. All the skins are perfectly to the standard of potentially being accepted for a future Rust store. And then this list is then put towards the likes of Facepunch, the developer of Rust. So this is what a lot of skin creators are trying to aim for, all right? Unfortunately, we don't seem to have one today, but I could also point out we do have this list he's produced for the newest Twitch drops. It's not fully up to date, but if you're eager to find out what the future Twitch drops are going to be for December, if you aren't fully aware, there's a Twitch Rivals event happening between December 11th to the 14th, and yeah, of course we're going to get Twitch drops, and well, it's starting to build up, so let's see what's going to potentially be picked for that, but it's probably all of these. Cool, so we've got that all nice and established. Shall we actually jump in now? Shall we actually start talking about all the brand new skins? Right, so let me just take a quick drink, and then we'll get started with Deployables. Sorry about that, let's get going. Right then, people, let's get started. Let's talk about Deployables, but before we properly jump in, just remember, if you want to skip straight to the actual continuations, look in the description of this video right now. You'll see all the chapters. It will highlight all the collection continuations. I should also point out, if you want to listen to this whilst going through the skins yourself, the link to this collection will also be present in the description of this video. Sounds good? Let's jump in. Let's start talking about the likes of this locker and many rug skins this week. I don't know why there's so many, but we've got to show them all, don't we? So first up, we have the Frontier locker. So very recently, we had the Frontier base pack, didn't we? That was released just last week with the November update. Very weirdly, we still do not have the Frontier building skin. even though that was basically finished in August. Not sure what's going on, a little bit confused with that, but hey, you shouldn't be surprised. With brand new content, skin creators will make skins based around that. So get a good look at this. Mr. 1SQ has produced this locker skin. Do you like it? Do you reckon that'll go ever so nicely with the likes of all of your other silly little Frontier base content? Well, consider giving it a vote. If you happen to like it, please consider voting yes or no. If you happen to really like it, you could even jump in and offer a nice comment. If you don't like it that much, you could hop in here. You could offer some constructive criticism. You could offer some feedback. Be nice, concise, straight to the point. Try and help them out. If their skin doesn't get accepted, they could look at what you wrote, incorporate it into a version 2. Maybe, just maybe, that version 2 probably gets accepted in the future and you help them out. So, best of luck to you, Mr. 1SQ and Frontier Locker. Right, here we have Rug Twister. This is made by Drug Vlad. I don't think it's achieved. The coloured dots are a little bit too small, aren't they? You could have just called it polka dot or something, but yeah. Hello version, this is my version of Rug. Yes, it is a rug, yes. It turned out to be simple and cute, but a sophisticated viewer can see a lot of references to modern art or just to entertainment. Okay, sure. it has green. I love green. Green's awesome. Oh my god, it also has light blue. Game changer. All right, Drug Vlad, I'll take your word for it. So, if you happen to like what you see, please consider voting yes or no. Then we have the Glutton Rug made by Hashaki. Do you just want a big fat cat in your base, just like laying flat on the floor? How did the cat get ever so fat? I don't know. But you can walk all over him, and that might be nice and comfy. Now, it doesn't look like this glows in the dark or anything, so it's just a plain old, very goofy, flat, fat cat. And if you like that, please consider voting yes or no. Best of luck to you, Hashaki. Here we have the Pixel Bush Rug. I'm pretty sure that's just trying to pretend to be a Minecraft... That's actually pretty clever. Right, I'm not 100% sure that's going to be accepted, but that's just my word. We have had the likes of Kelp Rug accepted this year, Grass Rug, and, we already have the likes of Camouflage Net Rug. I'd be very surprised to see another green rug being accepted. Who knows? We shall see. But I think you've achieved something pretty funny there. Congrats. Well done there, Mr. McQuarrie. But at the end of the day, all you can do is consider voting yes or no. Are you a fan of what you see? Would you like to see this being accepted to the game? It's in your hands. Feel free to attack. And once again, best of luck to you, McQuarrie. Right, Lethal Rug. It is getting towards the end of the likes of the autumn season or fall season, depending where you are in the world. And hey, we've got a lot of very orangey red, dated-looking leaves. They're all falling from the trees. Oh no, oh no. So, Sadist wants to get you in the nice seasonal vibe, and would you like to have a nice lethal rug? Best of luck to you, Sadist, and if you like what you see, please consider voting yes or no. Very, very nice. Will it be wet as well? Will that kind of ruin my feet? I'm joking. Right, what's this? This is a bit wild. This is a bit crazy. Chak Loon has produced the Snake Rage Rug. Get a good look at that. Very cool looking graffiti design there. You can see how it all slowly built itself up. Well, here's the final design. Get a good look at that. And this comes in two versions. I think one of them's glow in the dark, so we'll take a look at that in a second. So this is the one that doesn't glow, as you can see. Come on. There you go. Very nice. Very cool. Is that something you need in your base? Is that something you put outside your base, on the walls and whatnot? Well, Chak Loon, you're very nice. You're very artistic. Grayscale version. Oh, this is different. Wait, so what's this one? Grayscale. Oh, so the teeth are just grey as well. I see. So it's basically the same thing, but like mostly just black and white. I get it. I see. Okay, so cool. Yeah, alright, cool. Right then, so if you're a fan of this, please consider voting yes or no. Best of luck to you, Chak Loon. Very nice. A much different approach compared to what everybody else did, so hey, if you like it, put your vote down. Next we have the Tomb of Enemies Rug, made by Alloy and Falco. This happens to glow in the dark, and that's pretty scary. You could have released this for Halloween, honestly. Damn, look at that. Oh, that's a bit graphic, isn't it? So, yep, this is the Tomb of Enemies Rug. And is that supposed to look like a door? Because it kind of looks like a door. It's a little bit awkward, but hey, at the end of the day, if you're a fan of it, you know what to do. You've got your vote right there. Don't forget, we also have a version 2 right here, which is not a version 2, it's an alternate version, Hedge. You're being a stupid idiot. It's glow in the dark. So remember, skin creators are allowed to technically submit a variation of their skin during the same week, and well, this is what they've decided to do. They've decided to produce a glow-in-the-dark version, so if you thought the original one was creepy, now you've got a glow-in-the-dark one, so you can see it at night time as well. If you're a fan of this, and if you like what you see, please consider voting yes or no, and best of luck to you, Alloy. Best of luck to you, Falco. Here we have Fire Splash Rug. Oh, I've got to show you this. Yeah, this is fine. I'm sorry. But that's what they're trying to do. You can clearly see. So, Mr. WAGAN has produced a Fire Splash Rug which glows in the dark quite brightly. Do you want to pretend your base is on fire? Well, we've got the rug for you. Wow, look at that. We can set it on fire. How funny, how silly. If you like this, if you like what you see, if you want to see it being accepted, please consider voting yes or no. WAGAN, best of luck to you, but you might need to get like a fire hydrant or something nearby, I'm just saying. Anyway, moving on. We actually do have a continuation to talk about, and I have been expecting this for quite a while. Mr. Y9J has actually gone ahead and made a pirate flag. Technically it's a rug, but you get the idea. So we actually have the pirate flag rug now, and you can put this on the likes of your base, the floor, even on your tugboat. Get a look at that. Now if only we could have like a pole, that'd be even funnier. But yeah, this right here is the first deployable skin produced for the Pirate Collection. And let's go see how that's currently holding up. So, I've definitely been pushing him to try and do this. And I'm very happy to see it's finally been made. But get a good look at this. Pirate Collection's doing very nice at the moment. A lot of Rust skins are doing better. So, as you should be well aware, if we quickly hop over to here and look at the likes of this, many people disappeared after the summer. So we had very high numbers during the summer. Once it got to around the autumn fall season, down. It's starting to improve now, but yeah, we had 95,000 people on average in July. We had 69,000 on average during the likes of September. This is a routine thing that happens every single year, as you can see from here to here. So, with the likes of that, many skins suffered. Many skins went down in price, and Pirate Collection was a very notable one. This collection has sold stupid amounts in regards to all of their skins, so they were very vulnerable to when most skins went down in value. Many of these skins were in the red. Not by a ton, but they were there, and well, we're on the road to recovery. We're slowly getting towards the likes of Christmas time, post-Christmas time, and this collection is only getting stronger. So, if you're going to sit there and say, Hedge, is it okay to jump in and buy some pirate skins? Yes. You don't even have to see the likes of that pirate flag being accepted. This collection is going places. Not everybody can afford the likes of a Blackout collection. But this right here, this is your budget version. And you might sit there and say, oh, I'll just buy the real one. Well, not everybody can easily just say, I'll just go buy the Blackout collection. Not everybody can afford it. But many people can afford this. And this is why I think it's going to be getting a lot of attention, especially during January time, because much like what we saw last year, or rather this year, technically speaking, many people disappeared around the autumn-fall season. Many people returned around December, January time. Look at that. And, well, it's all lining up to basically repeat itself. So just understand that. Get that in your head. This whole collection's looking very good. But if we did see the flag being accepted, would we see a spike in demand, spike in price? I don't think we're going to see like a massive surge in price, but it's definitely going to help everything out. So if you've got money spare and you're looking for a potential investment, consider looking at this collection. All the core pieces, whilst there's a lot of them, the demand was so strong that it never really suffered that badly during the likes of the absolute worst times for Rust skins. This survived September and October with so many sales, still held up. So it's a consideration. Give it a good look. So, hopping back over to the likes of here. I was here. There you go. Pirate Flag Rug. If you're a fan of it, please consider voting yes or no. But the collection as a whole, it's already holding up strong. But if you'd like to see this, and it perfectly fits, it's such a perfect thing for the collection, consider voting yes or no. Best of luck to you, Y9J and 34633. Now we can move on, because that was a lot of rug skins. We've got some furnace skins. We've got some sleeping bags. And I was going to say storages, but I think I'll just stick with the sleeping bags. Okay, cool. So, next up we have the likes of the Damascus furnace. This is made by Multi-Arhat Boris, or Multi-Name as I like to call him. If he keeps changing his name, I'm going to have to keep it that way. But this looks really cool. Look at that. Damn. That's very nicely welded. And the transparency here. Look, whoa, hang on a minute. I did not give this the respect it deserved initially. Look at that. It's all like opened up. The back bit as well. Damn, that actually looks really nice. Huh. What does it look like in-game? So if I were to go in-game, I want to kind of look at it when it's turned off. Well, there isn't a version. Okay, well, this is what we're going to have to make do with. But, yeah, that does look really cool. The welding of the metal and whatnot, the appearance of the welding of the metal. And then at night time. Right, well, if you're a fan of this, if you like what you see, please consider voting yes or no. Best of luck to you, Mr. Multi-Arhat, and, oh, there you go, that's what it looks like when it's turned off. Okay, cool. It's like it's all smouldering on the inside and whatnot. Awesome. That's actually looking really cool. You don't see many furnaces look like that, do you? Alright, cool. So, best of luck. If you like it, please consider voting yes or no. Okay, here we have the Charcoal Stories furnace. This is made by Vase and Lynx. Get a good look at this. Okay, right. Picture's a bit small. Can I zoom in? There we go. Okay, yeah, that's holding up quite nicely. Can we see the back? Oh, that's the front. Why is it so bright and white? Hang on a minute. Oh, so when it's turned on, it's yellow. I see. It's the emission layer. I get it. Okay. And that's pretty cute. Look at the little art there. Don't forget, Vase was the one behind the likes of the porcelain collection. Remember all the porcelain deployables? Well, you can see his art style really being brought out here. That is cool. That's some very nice looking doodles right there. Ooh, yeah. Okay, well, there you go. If you like this, if you'd like to see more, please consider voting yes or no. Best of luck to you, Vase and Lynx, and let's see what happens next. Next up, we have the Fernance. The Ethereum relic, Fernance, sorry, my apologies. Furnace. Made by Nulfart and Jimmy Tedeschi. Get a good look at this. Wow, that's looking quite alright. Bump map's looking interesting. Alright, get a good look at this. In-game, yep. Very cool. So, if you like what you see here, if you're a fan of this as well, please consider voting yes or no for the Ethereum relic, Fernance. Sorry, I had to say it one more time. Sorry. But yeah, best of luck to you too. Oh yeah, now on to sleeping bags. So, Stapitch has produced a sleeping bag that doesn't look very cozy. Why is it covered in barbed wire? Hold on a second. Well, actually, you know what? It's not underneath. So if anybody were to try and jump on you whilst you're sleeping, they're going to have a bad time. I get it now. It's to make sure you have a wonderful sleep. I'm just being silly. It does appear to glow in the dark from what you can see here. So if you're a fan of a sleeping bag that's covered in barbed wire, well, please consider voting yes or no. And also consider offering a nice comment. Next up, we have a version 2 of a sleeping bag. I remember when it first came out, God. Didn't the version 1 come out at the very beginning of this year? I remember. So yeah, Jeeba, I remember this. Seems you've tweaked it a fair bit. But yeah, this is the life indicator sleeping bag. It's supposed to mimic the little HUD you have in the bottom right. Always keeping you up to date in regards to whether you're hungry or thirsty or you're just about to die. Oh no, my life, it's draining. But anyway, get a good look at that. Do you like what you see? Do you reckon that's goofy? It's a nice little in-game reference. So yeah, I'm pretty sure many people enjoy the likes of that. It's as if you quite literally just spawned in, and that's what you're starting off with. And then we also have the glow-in-the-dark version, which you can see right there. So very nice, cool little gimmick. If you're a fan of it, please consider voting yes or no, and best of luck to you, Jeeba. Then we have the inflatable airbed made by Bad Trip and Mr. Hulk. Get a good look at it. I know. I've slept on something like this. But my one was broken, so by the time I woke up, I was literally just laying on the floor. So yeah, it's an inflatable airbed. Would you like to be able to rest upon that? Not in real life, I didn't like that bed. But yeah, hey, it's a perfectly goofy, gimmicked bed. Sleeping bag to be... sleeping bag, sorry about that. So yeah, if you like it, please consider voting yes or no. And don't forget, you could also offer a nice little comment right here as well. Yeah, all good. So yeah, best of luck to you, Bad Trip. Best of luck to you, Hulk. And now we have a continuation to talk about. It is quite scary. Remember, always look under your bed just to make sure there's no monsters. But nobody ever told you to look at the bed properly. Oh my god, look at it. It's the return of the Abyss Collection. Abyss Collection's now hopping back into the likes of Deployables. Here you can see a very freaky looking sleeping bag. And let's now hop in and talk about that. So, the Abyss Collection, how's that held up? Quite alright. Now, ever since we've had the likes of the clothing and armour, things have been somewhat stable. And we have to kind of like not care too much about this. We have to focus this because deployables tend to impact deployables. So, from what you can see here, they're doing pretty good, and yes, they did. Throughout all of this year, these Abyss deployable skins have held up ever so nicely. They have stood strong. They were hardly affected by the likes of the absolute worst times for us skins in regards to prices going down. If you were to take a look at the likes of all the furnaces that came out this year, this is like the only one that's retaining its value. If you were to take a look at the likes of all of the sheepmen of doors that came out this year, this is the only one that's holding up. People like this collection. And if we were to see that sleeping bag being accepted, I feel very confident the likes of these are going to have a very nice time ahead of them. But by default, much like what we talked about in regards to the pirate collection, even during the bad times, these held up strong. People like this, and when we see many people return to play the game during the likes of December and January, of course you're going to see this go up in price. I wouldn't be surprised in the slightest. Alright? So, if you're confident, if you think, yeah, surely we're going to definitely see the likes of that sleeping bag being accepted, hop in, attack. Because by default, that's still going up in price around January time. I wouldn't bat an eye. I'm confident in it. I've got the skins. I don't mean to brag. I mean, I'm sure you've seen my recent video talking about I own over 40,000 skins. If I were to hop over to here you go. And if I were to go over to here, I've got the door. I've got 25 of those, 24 of the garage door. I've got some kilts and whatnot. I've got everything. I've got 83 Abyss crates. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to find everything else, but you can see I've picked these up. Now, I did pick up a lot of them through the likes of buy orders and whatnot, but as you can see, I have not sold them yet. I'm holding on strong because I know they're going to have a very fun time during the likes of, January time, yeah, because we're getting close to it. So, much like what we saw the previous year, we're going to see a lot of people return in December, and we're very likely going to see a ton of people playing around January time. So, that's the hope. It's not a cope, it's a routine, and it happens every single year. So, again, looking back at the likes of the sleeping bag, give it a much better look. As you can see, it glows in the dark, it looks extra scary and freaky, and it might make you want to stay up at night and worry and scream or something. I don't know, I'm just joking them. Just being silly. Okay, go look at that one more time. If you're a fan of it, please consider voting yes or no. Everything's looking very nice for the collection. Best of luck to you, Little Ranger and Graham Crowan. Let's see what happens next. Alright, sounds good? Good skin. I look forward to it. Okay. Now we have the likes of storages to take a look at. We've got quite a decent amount of them. And then we'll have some wooden doors. And then we'll save the sheepman of doors for its own thing. Right, first up we have the contraband sulfur storage. This is made by Cavency. That's it. He's been a little bit busy. If I were to take a look at his workshop, he's been a little bit busy. Yes, he has. So I wouldn't fault him for it. But yeah, he just put out something just for the sake of putting out something. Will that potentially be accepted? I don't think so. Many people have, over the past year, tried to set up a brand new storage collection. Not a single one was accepted. I really do think Face Punch are kind of like, we don't need any more. We don't need any more storage collections. So, yeah, nothing's been said. It is what it is. If you like it, please still consider voting yes or no. But do give a good look at the likes of his workshop, because he's been putting out some very interesting skins here. Cavency, you are a master of the neon lights, and I like that double armored door. But we'll talk more about that in a second. Let's go take a look at the likes of the Paradise Large Wooden Box. Get a good look at this. This is made by Slanosta. He's still on a break from the likes of his Redemption collection. Well, yeah, go look at this. He's getting extra nice and colourful. Are you not very happy? A little bit depressed? Do you need more colours in your life? Well, get a good look at this. Get a good look at this Paradise Large Wood Box. Oh yes, it's very nice. It's very bright. It's very colourful. And maybe this just might be the purchase you need in your life. But first of all, it needs to be accepted. So, if you like what you see, if you're a fan of it, if you'd like to see it in a future Rust store, please consider voting yes or no for the likes of the Paradise Large Wooden Box. Best of luck to Slanosta, and don't forget, you could also hop in and offer a nice little comment. Next up, we have a continuation to talk about. This is the return of the JPEG collection. So you know how I just talked about the likes of storage collections a second ago? Initially, early this year, GBG and Trigger, as you can see right there, they actually initially tried to see if they could incorporate JPEG into being a storage collection. That didn't get anywhere. I honestly think if they didn't do that, they probably would have had this accepted early this year. Sorry, I had a little tick in my throat. Sorry. Sorry. But I should quickly just point out, there is also a glow-in-the-dark version. I'm not really a fan of that glow. It does come across as pretty weird. I mean, I get it, there's the lights there, but even when it's just ever so faintly dark, it still kind of stands out by quite a lot. A fair bit awkward, but at the end of the day, it does come in two different versions. So if you like the standard version without the glow-in-the-dark, you could hop in and vote yes or no, or you could look at the likes of this and then say, yes, I like this more, vote yes or no. It's up to you. But let's just jump back over to here and talk about the JPEG collection, because this has kind of been quite successful. Like, it's actually one of the most successful collections that we have in the game. 18 accepted skins. So we've got many weapons to look at. We've got all the core pieces. Yep, during the likes of Complete the Sets, the Tier 3 was accepted, and that was very nice to see. But doesn't seem to be holding up super great in regards to their values. Maybe things might turn around, and post-Christmas time it goes back in price. We shall see. But in regards to the deployables, we have 1, we have 2, we have 3. The garage door is only down by 4%, which, I'll be honest with you, that's fine. Sheet metal doors only down by 16%, that's fine. And the wooden door, well, it's a wooden door, so I'm not surprised it's down that low. But let's look more specifically at these two. There are so many skins that are suffering that are garage door, that are, a sheet metal door. And these are only down by a little bit. If we were to see the likes of a brand new deployable being accepted, I could see a bit of a spike in demand, spike in price of the likes of these. But there's no guarantee. Like, this collection's been out for quite a long time now, and there's only so many of these in circulation. In fact, if I were to take a look at them on the Steam market, as you can, don't start playing games with me. All right, thank you, Steam. All right, don't start being weird, okay? Yeah, I mean, there's only so many in the Steam market. If on average, every single Rust skin should have around 100 quantity, well, this only has 51. And as you can see, there is no resistance. There are no big fat quantities. That could easily rise back up in price. So if we were to see a brand new deployable skin being accepted, what do you reckon potentially could happen next? It could rise up. Will this rise up regardless during the course of the next 2 months? I do think so. So, yeah, I guess you could probably just jump into these regardless. Wooden door, I just kind of wouldn't go near. Wooden doors don't hold up. It's based on the idea that how long are you even using your wooden doors for? Role players might be a little bit different, but most of the time you're only having it for maybe about 10 or 15 minutes until you can get your first sheet metal door ready, and then bam, done, and then you don't need a wooden door anymore. Awkward, but yeah, you get the idea. So, the likes of that right there is your continuation of the JPEG collection. If you like it, please consider voting yes or no. Best of luck to you two, and yeah, let's move on. So, here we have Sheriff Wooden Door. This is produced by the likes of Mr. Lysaint, and, well, it doesn't look like he's doing a Scarecrow continuation. So if anybody's been questioning that, no, he's not doing it. So a lot of people have taken the release of the Frontier content, and they think it's Western themed. So a lot of people have produced Western themed skins this week. Don't be surprised by that. Do not be surprised by that. So as you can see, we've got the Wanted poster right here. Very nice. It says he's going to go after Helk. And Lysaint art on that side as well. So that's pretty cool. That's a nice little in-game joke there. I think maybe it gets accepted. Is that transparent? Wait, hang on a minute. We have a version 2. Okay, so this is the non-transparent version. And this is the transparent version. Yes, so if you were to look here, you can see the sky in the background through that. Okay, cool. All right, so yeah. If you think Frontier is Western themed, why not consider voting yes or no? I'm pretty sure a lot of people would greatly appreciate that, wouldn't they? So, hey, again, it's a wooden door, but hey, role players would love it. So, yeah, we shall see. Maybe you're a role player. Why not consider role-playing a person who needs to vote? Next up, we have the likes of the Neanderthal Wooden Door. Neanderthal Wooden Door. So this, of course, is a continuation of Mr. Zink's Neanderthal collection, so we should go ahead and take a look at the likes of that. Do you remember the furnace? Well, you're going to see it again. Neanderthal. Did I spell it correctly? I didn't, because I didn't put an N. I failed. I failed you all. Sorry, I'm going to go hang my head in shame. Right, so this hasn't held up very nicely, has it? We've had the likes of the Neanderthal Sleeping Stone, and we had the Neanderthal Furnace fairly recently. They have not held up. Bad. Very bad, unfortunately. Will this wooden door magically fix everything? No, it wouldn't. There's nothing wrong with it. I like the theme, but people just haven't taken a liking to it, it seems. So, would a wooden door magically change everything? I don't think so, no. So, cool looking design. I will respect that. It's a very nice looking wooden door. And for the themes that you're working with, what else could you really do? But I just don't think that is going to change everything. If we got the likes of a sheet metal door that was like a stone door, if you made it look as if it was made out of the stones that you did to make the likes of the sleeping bag, I think a lot of people would like that. I think people would appreciate that. But this, I don't think it's going to have that much of a difference. So even though it's a brand new deployable, I don't think the deployables that already exist in this collection are going to go up in price that much. It just doesn't seem to have the interest. So I'm going to take a step away from that. But if you like this, if you think it should be accepted, please consider voting yes or no. Mr. Zinc, best of luck to you. Let's now move on. Let's start taking a look at the likes of sheet metal doors. So many doors. Very bright, very colourful. And you know what? We'll just go all the way. We'll get the garage doors as well. Okay, cool. And that will be all the deployables. Okay, so next up we have the likes of the Chalk sheet metal door. This is made by Chris or Christina. Get a good look at that. A very nice gift to showcase the glow in the dark. If anything, I think that's a little bit too bright. I think you should make it kind of go a little bit more faint. That's just my own personal preference. Yeah, the emission layer seems just a bit too bright. Well, if you like it, you know what you can do. You can consider voting yes or no. And yeah, that's essentially it. And there you go. How all slowly built up. Very nice. Best of luck to you, Chris or Christina. And let's move on. Here we have Abstract Material Door. Get a good look at this. Not too crazy in terms of colourfulness, but it's kind of hypnotic. It's got like it's like paint, I guess you could say. You know when you mix paint and it doesn't always fully mix in initially, and yeah, I can see that. It's a cool looking design. It's just I don't think people are going to go crazy for it. But, it's not people who decide, it's Face Punch. But if you happen to like what they've produced here, if you think, you know what, I can see the artistic, abstract design behind it, I truly understand, well, you could consider voting yes or no. It's up to you. It's in your hands. Best of luck to you, Svonspa and Mishka. Alright, what's this? Swamp sheet metal door made by Ronnie, and Ronnie named John? Why'd you keep changing your name? Stop it. Stop changing your name. I'm going to call you Dave from now on. Dave, I'm looking at this. I mean, it's not too crazy in terms of design. Swamp, and it's got neon lights inside. Well, I mean, in the eye of the beholder, is that what you like? Is that what you need in your life? I know. I think the lighting could have been a bit better here, just to be able to get a better look at the likes of that front door. We'll look at here, but that seems a little bit too bright. It's a bit awkward. Well, if you like awkward, please consider voting yes or no. And best of luck to you, Dave, and other Dave. Yes, we'll go with that. Sorry, I can't pronounce that. I'm sorry. Ronnie, best of luck. Uh-oh. Oh no. Hide. He's seen you. It's Murder Ducky. Murder Ducky's back. Murder Ducky's been turned into a door. Oh no, he's got a sharp blade. He's going to get you. Or, well, I mean, if he's locked, then I don't think he can move. But yes, we have what appears to be a continuation of that rock skin we saw the previous week. If you don't remember, we had Murder Duck Rock. Well, now we have Murder Duck Door. He's got his eye on you. That's a really cool picture. Rotten Man, we shall see what happens next. But that picture alone has definitely got... That's the perfect way to sell it. So yeah, Murder Duck Door. Is this something you need in your life? Well, please consider voting yes or no. Best of luck to you, Rotten Man. Here we have the Amethyst sheet metal door, produced by Ghost. Get a good look at this. Right. It's got all the nice purple on the background with the sheet metal, and it's ever so shiny and quaint. This right here is definitely a sheet metal door. Just wanted to point out, just to verify. Get a good look at this. Looks pretty cool. I don't know. I was going to say medieval, but if anything, wouldn't it be like a fantasy? Fantasy probably would be the best way of explaining it. I mean, you could have wrote it down, go say, this is a fantasy-themed door or something. You don't have to. I'm not. This is just Hedge just kind of trying to unravel what he's seeing here. But I should point out this isn't the only version, because Ghost took into account what I told him. You are allowed to produce a second version, which could be glow in the dark, or, well, based on what we've recently seen, you could probably go ahead and make a transparent version. He did just that. So, you know that hole we had? Well, now he took it out and you can see through it. So, get a good look at that. Oh, there you go. That was the perfect image. You can see his head right there. There you are. So, yeah, do you feel like you need another see-through mesh sheet metal door? Are the options right there and available to you? And, yeah, very nice, very cool. I know where it is. You don't have to tell me. I'm the one who told you to do it. So, yeah, very cool, very nice. If you like what you see, please consider voting yes or no. Best of luck to you, Ghost, and let's see what happens next. Right. Mr. Morphus didn't need to be told. He just had a great idea and he went with it. So, again, Frontier. With the recent new content added by Facepunch themselves, skin creators have thought, you know what, I'll make something in vain of that. So what we have right here is a very nice vintage-style door, but what you can clearly see is it's got a little porthole window here, and yes, transparency. So, with the recent Brutalist sheet metal door being accepted, I wouldn't be surprised if we see a lot more of this happening now. It's opened the floodgates. Skin creators have seen. We got one sheet metal door being accepted in a Rust door with transparency. All the other skin creators are now going for it as well. Now, that might not have as much of a window of vision, but in terms of the style, the approach, I think it looks very nice. And if, like I said, if you've bought that Frontier pack, pair that up with all the nice content that you got, you know, the rocking chair, the planters and whatnot, looks very nice. It looks perfectly in theme. So if you're looking for a very nice, laid-back, but comfortable-looking door, please consider voting for Mr. Morphus's Frontier Rustic Door. Very, very, very nice. Cool. Right, moving on. Oh, I've suddenly become comfortably numb. What's this? What's this, Mr. Smoothie? What's this? That's very cool. That is very in your face. Look at that. That's not transparent. It's something completely different in a much more magnificent way. No, it's just very nice and colourful. That's a very cool looking style that you got there. It just feels like it's just so bright. Okay, well, this is the Prisma sheet metal door. Get a Google of this. Very nice, very cool. Yeah. Alright, Smoothie. Seems you're taking a break from the likes of your dungeon and your altar relic collection. Let's see if you return to that next week. But in the meantime, it's gone ahead and produced this. And if you like what you see right there, please consider voting yes or no. Now we have a continuation to talk about. Quite some time back, we had an El Diablo wooden door being accepted, and I looked at it and I thought, you know what, this is the beginning of a brand new deployable collection, isn't it? And lo and behold, a good couple of so months later, here we are. Now, I do remember we did have the likes of the small box being submitted. Was that accepted? Was that accepted? Am I going crazy? It was accepted. There we go. Yeah, so we do have a deployable collection, a part of the El Diablo collection. What do you mean, Hedge? Well, much like how we talked about the Abyss collection earlier. El Diablo has quite a lot of skins, but it was mostly a weapon collection, as you can see right here. Well, you know, over the course of this year, we had the wooden door being accepted, we had the small box being accepted, and you should not be surprised in the slightest to see more doors are being made. So, you know, on the horizon, maybe we're going to see a furnace, maybe we're going to see a large box being made, maybe an armoured door, maybe a garage door, who knows? But it's a flourishing collection. Many skins are being accepted. But the question is now, Hedge, looking at that, do you think the likes of the small box and the wooden door, would they go up in price? What about the weapons? Personally, if that sheet metal door were to be accepted, I think the small box might have a bit of a chance. I don't think wooden door is going to move that much. You have to understand, when this came out, like literally 2 weeks later, the wooden door from hell was accepted. And they look in terms of their themes, they're basically the same. Very awkward timing there, Facepunch, anyway, so I don't think this really has that much chance to regain any value it has. But this right here, I could see it. I could see something working. So if you were to jump in and buy some of these, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if it probably pushes back up to above $2 by January time. And with the likes of a sheet metal door to help it, well, I think it could give it some momentum. So, yeah, are you a fan of this? I think we need some clothing and armour. I think we could probably consider like some primitive clothing, Mr. Eros. That'd be pretty nice. Consider doing that. That would be an interesting approach, the Diablo style. Maybe not glow in the dark, but primitive El Diablo things. Consider it. I think a lot of people would appreciate that. Maybe start off with some burlap, some hide stuff, and then slowly work your way towards the likes of doing all the core pieces. Tier 3, Tier 2, and hoodie and pants. So, hopping back over to here, if you take a look at this one more time, as you can see, it does glow in the dark. Very nice. Very cool. If you're a fan of the El Diablo collection, please consider voting yes or no. And best of luck to you, Mr. Eros. Here we have the likes of the garage door. Oh, hang on a minute. I didn't talk too much in regards to El Diablo weapons. Sorry. I mean, no. El Diablo weapons are kind of buggered. I just wouldn't go near them. A sheepman of door isn't going to magically fix all of that. Clothing and armor would. That's what I was meant to say afterwards. Clothing and armor would. But yeah, okay, cool. So we got that established. Sorry about that. Sorry. Again, more people making skins thinking the Frontier collection is Western themed. So you know what? I think we're just going to have to accept that the Frontier collection is basically Western themed. I'm talking about the Frontier pack. So, okay, good look at this. We got ourselves a Sheriff garage door. I mean, that's it. Yep, it's got a big star on it. Yep. If you're a fan of this, if you like what you see, it doesn't appear to glow in the dark from what you can tell. Yep. If you're a fan of it, if you like it, if you want to dress up like a cowboy, if you want to be the sheriff of the town, please consider voting yes or no for the Sheriff Garage Door. Best of luck to you, Kavahu. Right, another one of these skins. So, K. Vladimir and Hello, the previous week, they produced a door. What door was that? Was it armored or was it sheet metal? Yeah. You had a transparent sheet metal door during the same week that we saw the submission of the Brutalist sheet metal door. Brutalist got picked instead. It is what it is. So anyway, these two, they're trying to get this collection started, and you might notice that there's some like peak holes here. Yes, they are transparent. They are trying to set up a transparent door collection. And if you could just look through that, you can vaguely see the background of the rock and then the sky next to it. So yes. Will that work out? Well, I mean, we've literally got Brutalist out at the moment. And I think that's kind of putting a damper on their chances and seeing this being accepted. That's to you, K. Vladimir, and hello. You might need to try something different because, yeah, we've already got Brutalist kind of in the running at the moment. But hey, if you still happen to like what you see, please consider voting yes or no. It's up to you. You're the people who vote. So, yeah, best of luck. And best of luck to you two. Awesome. Now we have the garage door engraving. This is made by Sean Mick and I Am Nui. I'm not sure if is it I Am Nui or is it I Am Nui? Feel free to tell me. All right, cool. So, moving on, we have the engraving garage door. Get a good look at this. It's very bright. It's very yellow. Look at that. Now, I'm going to sit here and say that looks a little bit too bright. You're more than allowed to quickly hop in and tone down the emission layer and treat it like an alternate version. That's definitely something I'd consider. Other than that, it's perfectly fine for what it is, if you like what you see. So yeah, every single door is going to have a different animal on it. That's what I was assuming. What would you do for an armoured door? Because it's going to have the hatch, isn't it? So would you do like a mouth or something? You could have it like an eye. That would be interesting. There's a lot of potential creativity with that. I'm looking forward to it. So best of luck to you too if you like what you see. If you'd like to see a pretty cool engraving set being produced, well, it's in your hands. Please consider voting yes or no. And also don't forget, consider offering a nice comment if you can. Best of luck to you two guys. Let's now move on. Here we have the industrial smelter. Sorry, my tongue got a little bit stuck there. The industrial smelter garage door. Get a good look at this. It's when I look at it, I keep thinking there's like a person there, like Pyro TF2 or something. It's like he's wearing a silly hat for Halloween or something. I don't know. I got strange brain rot. I need help. Anyway, Calmo Legend and Barurik. What we got here? A nice glow in the dark garage door skin. Do you like it? Are you a fan of it? Would you like to see it potentially being accepted? Well, people, it's in your hands. Do you like the industrial sheet metal? Why do I keep saying sheet metal? Smelter garage door. Well, please consider voting yes or no. Best of luck to you too. Okay, Diaz has gone ahead and made another neon skin. Now, if you don't fully realise, very recently he produced some very notable glow-in-the-dark deployable skins. What's that about, Hedge? Well, he produced them for... Oh, where is it? Gotta go... Here you go. Remember this and this? Yep. Those were your Twitch drops, weren't they? And, well, he's probably still in the mood for some more glow-in-the-dark things. And here we have the Neon Vibe Garage Door. Get a good look at that. That's in-game right there, as you can see. Stands out very nicely. You got all the monuments. Very nice. Very cool. Also, are you aware, Powerplant's getting a remake. We could talk about that in a second if you like. That'll be at the end of the video. But Powerplant is getting remade, it looks like. We'll talk more about that in regards to the end of the video. So, get a good look at this. If you're a fan, well, why not consider voting yes or no? Get a good look at that. Right, as I said, if you're a fan, please consider voting yes or no. And best of luck to you, Diaz. Right, Frontier Garage Door, another one. Lottie Jr. and Zed Skipper. Get a good look at this GIF. You can see it slowly pan around. Very nice, very cool. And here we are. Get a good look at this. Right, so, perfect face mask to wear. Awesome, wonderful. So as you can see, we have the likes of the trophies put on the walls, the fish. I'm not sure if those fish are going to speak to you if you go near them. But anyway, get a good look at that. And then we'll make it glow in the dark. Oh, yes, oh, yes. Right, so I will point out. Do you have a picture? Do you have an image? There you go, that's it. That's what I needed. So without the actual torches on the side. So what you can see here is the glow in the dark. They've made it look as if the torches that are hanging on the wall of the garage door, they made it look as if it's emitting light, but that's just the glow in the dark. Very interesting little touch right there. And noticeably, the lower half isn't lit up, so maybe you could hide under it and whatnot. Just a nice, interesting little touch. But again, new content was introduced to Rust. Skin creators are producing content in reference to it. So if you like what you see, and if you'd like to see it potentially being accepted, feel free to go ahead and consider voting yes or no. Best of luck to you, Lottie Jr. and Zed Skipper. Then we have the Dystopian Cell Garage Door. Let's go take a look at that door that came out not too long ago. Do you remember Kizaru got his first ever skin accepted? It was during the charitable Rust week. Oh, no, it's damn. Oh, God. Right, well, that's it right there. He's been trying to get another skin accepted and trying to get started a Dystopian collection. But, yeah, I don't think the interest is there, unfortunately. However, you could probably put it down to the fact that it's not a part of a collection. And if we were to see more skins being accepted for this proposed collection, maybe, just maybe, we will see the likes of that sheet metal door rise up in price ever so nicely. And maybe, just maybe, it will have a nice bright future ahead of it. But being a little bit more realistic, I am not that confident in the likes of this. And I'm not super confident, based on all the other garage doors that we've had, like, just looked at and whatnot. I kind of get the feeling Face Punch might be leaning towards more skins that are, you know, leaning towards the likes of the Frontier gimmick, the Frontier theme. Maybe it's just very awkward timing. But as you can see here, it does glow in the dark. Get a good look at that. And if you're a fan of that, please consider voting yes or no for Kizaru's Dystopian Cell Garage Door. But in terms of the investment side of things, I'm not that keen. I'm thinking I'm just going to stay away from that one. Alright, so best of luck to you, Kizaru. And lastly, for the final deployable skin of this week, we have Mr. Cosim's Targeted Armored Door. No raiding! We're tired of looting bodies. Stop, please. We don't want to kill anymore. Yeah, it's basically taunting you. So, get a good look at this. Targeted Armored Door. No raiding. Blah, 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 blah. That's the ad block symbol. Anyway, this is a very common, like, joke type of thing that you'd see. Don't raid me. No raiding. Leave me alone on your doors and whatnot. Loads of people love to do it. We've had a few skins accepted like that, but I think it's been a while, so we'll see what happens next. If you like this type of joke, if you like this type of design, please consider voting yes or no for Cosem's Armored Door skin. And with that right there was the final deployable skin of the week. Yep, so out of all of these skins that we just discussed, which of these was your favourite? Which of these do you reckon has the actual best potential chance in being accepted? Feel free to sit there and say that. Comment below in the video from there, and feel free to say what you want. And then after that, we're going to go ahead and we're going to go talk about the likes of all the weapons and the tools. That right there is almost 50 minutes long, and I'm probably only halfway. Come on, Hedge, got to pick up the pace. Let's get moving. Right, let's get started. Let's start talking about all the likes of the weapons and the tools. Here we have the rock skins. We've got ourselves a nice hammer. We've got a jackhammer as well. And then, of course, we have some crossbows. So, let's jump straight in. Let's get to talking. So, the Buried Alive Rock. This is made by Legacy. Get a good look at this. There we go. Much better. So, it's like mainly just made out of gold. But you can see how this little skull has been like carved out, I guess you could say, with a little X eyes and whatnot. That's pretty nice. That's pretty cool. Is it glow in the dark? Doesn't appear to be. No confirmation anywhere mentioning that. So yeah, right. If you'd like to see a pretty goofy looking golden rock skin, well, please consider voting for the Buried Alive Rock made by Legacy. Best of luck to you, sir. Next up, we have the chocolate chip cookie made by Molly. Who left the cookies in the oven? Hard enough to break your teeth, hard enough to break a rock, and hard enough to smash a tree down. If you like my skin, feel free to like and comment. Well, do you know what? There you go. Yeah, they've explicitly said it. Now you have to do it. So, if you'd like to run around with a gigantic cookie and bust someone's brains out, well, there you go. Do it with a cookie. Yeah, best of luck to you, Molly, and, consider voting yes or no. Next up, we have a cat rock. This isn't Maxwell. No, I remember Maxwell. This is Maxwell. This is an imposter. No, it's got little feeties. No. Oh, no, it's cute, damn it. All right, well, yeah, we got another cat rock. If I were to look at all the rock skins that came out over the past year, we'd probably be able to find Maxwell. Where is he? The one made by Keke. Oh, I can't find him. Oh, look, a Pokeball. Anyway. Yeah. You got yourself a cute little cat skin right there. Got little feet. He's got little paws right there. Got your little feet, all your little feet. So, it's not the first attempt to try and get a cat rock skin accepted this year. But Ideal did get his pug rock accepted. That did happen. Why aren't you doing more pug skins? Right, awesome. So, with that, if you like it, please consider voting yes or no. But that's not Maxwell. That's an imposter. I won't love it, Ideal. I won't. I refuse. All right, moving on. We have the honey cake hammer. Get a good look at that. Oh, look at that syrupy drizzle. Oh, it's falling down. Oh, it's coating the entire thing. Oh, God, you might just want to take a bite out of it. Well, we haven't had a hammer skin accepted for like how long? It's definitely pushing closer to 2 years now, I believe. The last marketable hammer skin to be accepted into a Rust store was March of 2022. Yep, it's been a long time. So, hey, if you're thinking to yourself right now, I could really do with a brand new hammer skin, well, please consider voting yes or no for the Honey Cake Hammer, produced by Mr. L4FER. Best of luck to you, sir, and let's move on. Here we have a jackhammer skin. This is produced by the likes of Mr. Sad Happy. This does not glow in the dark. Get a good look at this. But it does come in two versions. This is the non-glowing version. Get a good look at that. Very nice. It's as if it's trying to suck out all the green ooze from inside you, or put the green ooze inside. I don't know. Right. But then you look over to here, and here we have the glow-in-the-dark version. So, get a good look at that. I've got ooze, and I'm going to, I don't know, stick it inside you? I might make you go crazy or something. Who knows? Right, so yes, if you like what you see right here, please consider voting yes or no for Sad Happy's Medical Syringe Jackhammer. Next up, we have the Constructor Bow made by Hedge. For quite some time, they've been trying to get this set up. Essentially, if you were to take a look at their workshop, you'll see many constructor skins that have been produced, but still trying to get his first one accepted. So if you like what you see right here, the nice Meccano-style bolted lined metal design, well, please consider voting yes or no, and best of luck to you, Mr. Hedge. Next up, we have a continuation of the bow skin that we literally just had accepted this current week. This is the Soulless Legion Crossbow. Get a good look at that. And now let's talk about the bow skin right here. So this right here is in an awkward position. It's a cool looking bow. I will give it that. Very nice, very shiny. The gold trims, very cool. But look at bow skins at the moment. Look at bow skins from last year and the year before. Not really holding up, are they? They're not going through a good time. Also, take into consideration very recently, we just had Pumpkin Bow and Zombo over the course of the past. Actually, then we had Chemical Burn. Okay, it's worse than I think. Over the past 4 weeks, we've had a bow skin being accepted. That is the current state of us at the moment. So I'm going to be brutally honest with you. If we do see the crossbow being accepted, will this potentially go up in price? No, I think the issues of bow skins are going to probably persist a little bit stronger compared to the crossbow being accepted. But at the end of the day, we're mainly here to talk about, could that potentially be nice in your eyes, in your hands? Do you like it? Well, please consider voting yes or no for the Soulless Legion crossbow. Mr. Verona, you've done plenty of very interesting skins in the past, and I wouldn't be surprised if this slowly gets more and more skins accepted. But in regards to the financial side, I think that bow's going to struggle regardless. But I think it'll probably do a fair bit better. We'll talk more about that tomorrow when we do our abnormal buy orders, because this is abnormal. But in terms of what price we might want to offer, well, I wouldn't be surprised if we do see that potentially being accepted, so we'll talk more about that tomorrow. All right, all good. So, moving on, we have the likes of an Ioka skin. We have some saps. We've got loads of handgun skins to take a look at, so that's exactly what we're going to be staring at. Then we got some SMGs. Okay, cool. So we have right here the Ioka Affinage. I can't speak words. So, update the preview, boom, fire. Yep, this is a version 2. I remember this being released earlier this year, but they've cleaned it up a fair bit. Yeah, good look at this. We haven't had an Ioka skin for quite some time. Do you reckon it's about time we see another? Well, please consider voting yes or no for Kyber's Affinage version 2 Ioka pistol. Very nice. Next up, we have the Stream Sap produced by WetQA. Or Wetka, I'm not sure how that's supposed to be pronounced. And as you can see right here, a very noticeable pink aim sight. And yeah, now he's wearing bunny hat. Yep, very cool, very cool. Yeah, good look at that. Doesn't glow in the dark or anything. So if you're a fan of this, if you'd like what you see, please consider voting yes or no. Best of luck to you, WetQA. Next up, we have the Red P2. It's the glow in the dark version. Really? Alright, so if I were to do this, and if I were to make it 1080p, and, well, that's very nice and shiny, but what part of this is glow-in-the-dark, Mr. Sendox? What part of it is glow-in-the-dark? It is the aim sight. Not allowed. Banned. Not allowed. Not allowed to have that. You're not allowed to have that, I'm afraid, buddy. That is against the rules. Face Punch explicitly said several years ago, no more glow-in-the-dark aim sights. That's not allowed. Sorry. But the regular one does not have glow-in-the-dark. So, fair enough, but you're not allowed to do that. If you're a skin creator or a brand new skin creator, you're not allowed to do glow-in-the-dark aim sights anymore. It's not allowed. So, yeah, no, none of that. Awesome, cool. So, if you like what you see, if you think that looks nice, please consider voting yes or no for Sendox's Red P2. Next up, we have the Armageddon SAP. This is a continuation of the SAR and the AK-47 skin that we've seen over the past couple over the past month or so. So, yeah, let's go take a look. Armageddon SAR right there. It's only done about 8,500 bare minimum sales. And if you look over to here, you can see the likes of the AK-47, which isn't doing super great. That sold for $2.49 and now it's sitting just about barely over $1. Awkward. So here's the thing. When we see a collection that only consists of weapons and tools, they don't really retain their value that well. Unless they're super standout and people really like the collection. For example, Redemption and Chameleon Collection. Yeah, it's the collection's not going to do very nicely, unfortunately. So it's awkward. But yeah, I'm not going to be jumping in and buying out a bunch of Armageddon SARs and Armageddon ARs, simply if this were to potentially be accepted. But you never know, maybe we could see some deployables or some clothing and armor at some point. It's a cool looking SAP. I'm not gonna say anything's wrong with it, but it's just I don't think the other skin's going to dramatically rise in price if this were to be accepted. But I wouldn't be surprised if this were accepted, because that does look cool. And no, it doesn't glow in the dark. The little eye right here, that doesn't glow. None of it glows. But just look cool. So, yeah. Best of luck to you, Oasis and Schumer. And you got a GIF. You got yourself a GIF. Very nice. Very cool. Shadow Guardian SAP. Oh, okay. Right, so that should have been before. No worries, it's fine, we'll live with this. Okay, so, yep, this is the Shadow Guardian SAP, and aim down the sight, a brown aim sight with a little skull right there, and then That's pretty cute. Right, so if you like what you see here, if you're a fan of that, the Shadow Guardian SAP, please consider voting yes or no. Best of luck to you, SMN and Jenna Croco. Very nice, concise, grounded design. Pretty cool. So yeah, let's move on. Next up, we have some Python skins. Here we have the Desperado Python. Get a good look at that. We've got a GIF. Shows off everything. Everything we need to see. Very cool. What about aim down the sight? No. Okay. Picture of aim down the sight. Do we have that? Do we have that? Yes, we do. Aim down the sight. Well, what do we see? A yellow like border, but like a pinkish, faint pink, whitish aim sight right there. So yeah, that should be good for most environments. That should be pretty cool. Do you like what you see, chat? Do you like what you see, YouTube? Please consider voting yes or no for the Desperado Python. Best of luck to you, Mr. Anubis. Next up here we have the Hummingbird Dance. This is produced by Sun Arts, and you can see with this little gif here how they've slowly built up the design. Get a good look at that real quickly. Very nice, artistic. Very pretty. I think a lot of people will be appreciating that. Aim down the sight, what do we see? Just a perfectly plain black aim sight, but you got a little flower there. Very nice, cute little flower. Oh, and then we could get a nice in-game shot of all the colours of the flowers and whatnot. Very nice, very pretty. If you need a nice, pretty Python, please consider voting yes or no for the likes of the Hummingbird Dance Python. Best of luck to you, Sana. Next up, we have the Anaconda Python, produced by Duck. Get a good look at this. No Brutalist skin this week, that's fine. Does this have transparency as well? Actually, do you reckon you could pull off, like, Brutalist weapons? You know, you can have it, like, kind of falling apart with some holes in it and whatnot. Give it a shot. Give it a shot. Go on. I dare you. See if you can make it work. I wonder what weapon it would work best with. Anyway, let's focus this. So, yeah. If you look very carefully, that aim sight has like a thin white line with like a green outer part. That should be perfectly fine for every single environment. Like, that stands out very nicely. So, if you're a skin creator, consider doing something like that. Just have like a extra different little colour in the very middle, and for every single environment it's going to help out. So, very nice. Very cool. If you like what you see, please consider voting yes or no, and try and do Brutalist weapons. I dare you. Go and do it. Right, so here we have the Crystal Tree Custom SMG. Get a look at this. It's produced by Slivkey. Aim down the sights in a second. And wow, that's a bit bright. Yeah. Well, I guess maybe the light on the shine. Fair enough. A nice purpley red coloration there for the aim sight. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Do you like what you see here? Are you a fan? Well, please consider voting yes or no for the Crystal Tree Custom SMG, and best of luck to you, Slivkey. And then over to here, we have the Soundwave MP5. This is produced by Pokerface. Get a good look at this. You've got a nice purple aim sight. That should be good for pretty much every single environment. Get a good look at that. Does it come with the music? Right, very cool. So if you like what you see here, please consider voting yes or no for the likes of the Soundwave MP5. And let's go grab some more MP5s. I don't know why I only have one. Stupid Hedge moment. It happens quite a lot. Okay, so here you can see the Treasure of the Abyss version 3. So this is Mr. Bestaz. Yep, I remember your previous versions. Bestaz, I'm going to be really honest with you, mate. If this isn't accepted, I'd probably just move on to making a different skin for a different weapon. Because, yeah, awkward. Yeah. So it's all nice and carved wood. Get a good look at that. The side design again. If you like what you see, please consider voting yes or no. But, yeah, Bestaz, if this isn't the one, probably move on. You can produce other good skins. I've seen it, so, yeah. Then we got the likes of the Ocean Swell MP5. This is made by Wirecat. Get a look at this. Yep. Very nice and swirly. Indeed. As labelled. So, aim down the sight. What do we see? A very useful red aim sight right there. That should be very nice and complimentary. So, if you like what you see, if you like the design, if you'd like to see this potentially being accepted, feel free to go ahead and vote yes or no if you like it. Now we have the Paint Peel MP5. This is produced by Panda's Workshop. I should just quickly point out it comes in two different versions, red and green. Get a good look at this. So, this has definitely been used quite a lot, hasn't it? Whoa, that's been through the wars. That's, oh, the paint's peeling off and everything. Look at that. That There's a very more realistic approach, I guess you could say. Now, I'm not sure if everybody's a fan of this, but I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people out there that would appreciate like a very worn out, completely battle-scarred looking weapon. So, yeah, aimed on the sight, useful red aim sight. And if we look at the red one, what do we see for the aim sight? Same useful red aim sight. Same similar style. So, which one's your preferred one? Green or red? Either way, don't forget, if you like what you see, please consider voting yes or no. Best of luck to you, Panda's Workshop. Let's see what happens in the likes of these two. Now we have the Ancient Fossils MP5. Get a good look at that. You get all like the skeletal pieces, ribs, bones. Pretty cool. Shaft and Xenon are the ones behind this. And down the sight, what do we see? A perfectly dark brown aim sight right there. Yep. Do you like this? Are you a fan? Do you reckon it looks cool? Well, there you go. Yeah. Please consider voting yes or no. And now we have a continuation to talk about. Literally just this past week, we had the Suprematism AK-47 being accepted. And, well, JJ has thought to himself, you know what, I could make another weapon skin. Shouldn't be too bad. And here we go. We got ourselves a very nice, abstract, colourful looking MP5 skin with the useful red aim sight right there. And, well, we should take into consideration looking at the likes of this AK. But unfortunately, it doesn't seem to have a ton of interest. Now, you could definitely bring up all the context, such as the amount of AKs that already exist, the amount of AKs we already had accepted this year, blah, 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 blah. You get the whole idea. I don't imagine the AK-47 is going to dramatically increase in price if we see the MP5 being accepted. This is very likely going to struggle. You just saw all the AKs that came out this year, didn't you? How many of them are in the negative? A lot. A lot. Yeah, the vast majority of AKs that don't have a lot of demand tend to just dramatically go down in price, and they tend to end up around $1. So, yeah, nothing's going to save that, unfortunately. And, yeah, that being accepted isn't going to just magically, like, certainly I want it, but no, that's not going to happen. But at the end of the day, if you like this design, if you want to show your support to a more newer skin creator, please consider voting yes or no. Best of luck to you, JJ. Let's see what happens next. Okay, let's move on. Here we have the stylized Thompson. So literally just like a week ago, we had the factory new one. And now we got this one. Yeah, I remember. What was it? It was like factory nude. Is it? I can't see it. Point is there. Yeah, it's just like a normal Thompson, mate. Come on, you can add some colour to it or something. I get it. You know, you kind of cleaned it up a fair bit, but it was already done. So it is what it is. If you like what you see, please consider voting yes or no. But yeah, add some colour. You can paint, can't you? Well, best of luck to you, Pepper Carl. Next, we have the Sunken Thompson. This is produced by Sonder and Gunya. This used to be Sonder, I believe. Get a good look at this. It's all nice and wrapped up. Got a few barnacles on the side and whatnot. Cool. Very nice. It's definitely been in that water for quite some time, if you like what you see. Oh, Sonder, Gunya, you're supposed to have a name down the site image. No, it's a rule. You have to do that now. Yeah, you can't have just that. You actually have to aim down the site for one of the pictures. Something for you to be aware of, right? So, yeah, I can't tell what that aim site colour looks like, unfortunately. It's not for me. It's an actual rule you have to follow through with the Rust skins every single week now. So I'm just making sure you're aware of that. So anyway, moving on. Best of luck to you. Best of luck if you like it. Please consider voting yes or no. And best of luck to you too. And yeah, let's move on. So we've got some shotguns now. Here are the shotguns. We've got some LR300. We've got a LR300. A decent amount of AK-47s, and then even more AK-47s, and more AK-47s, and then we get to talk about clothing and armour. First up, we have the likes of Mercy's Mind Control Pump Shotgun. Get a good look at this. So, yeah, we don't really see that many pump shotgun skins being accepted, which is a bit weird. We get tons of double-barrel shotguns. But this year we got 2. Again, that's not a lot, but it's twice the amount we saw last year. Last year we only had 1 pump shotgun. Don't know why, but it is what it is. So, yep, if you like what you see here, the Mind Control Pump Shotgun, please consider voting yes or no for Mercy, and we'll see what happens next. Okay. Here is the Ink Dragon. This is produced by Mnemonic Man, and as you can see, this GIF right down here, which is showing off how it was slowly built up. Very nice, very cool. And I do believe we got a little video showcasing it. That looks nice. Yeah, we're always going to do a nice little viewing of a cool video showcasing a skin. That looks really nice. Yep. Skin creators, if you did something like this, I will make sure to watch your videos. So that right there is probably more than enough. Do you like that? Do you like what you see? Please consider voting yes or no. And best of luck to you, Mr. Monomic Man. That is a cool looking pump shotgun. Next up, we have the Soul Eater shotgun. This is made by Delarai. As you can see here, this GIF is slowly showing how they built up the skin. And very nice. Very cool. Get a good look at that. Aim down the sight. Aim down the sight. Aim down the sight. Where is it? Where is it? Nope. No aim down the sight. Awkward. Well, if you like what you see here, please consider voting yes or no. And best of luck to you, Delarai. Okay, here we have Caglian and Janlar. They've gone ahead and produced a bamboo double barrel shotgun. Get a good look at that. That is some very nice looking shine to it. Oh, all the details of the wood. That's cool. That's cool. Yeah, that looks really nice. Caglian. That's pretty cool. And then the shine in game. Oh, that's got some sheen to it. Oh, that's shiny. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I like that. I wouldn't be surprised if that potentially gets accepted. That's a good looking double barrel shotgun. Perfectly fine gimmick. I think it could work out quite alright. So yeah, best of luck to you too. If you like what you see, please consider voting yes or no. That's pretty nice. Next up, we have a continuation to talk about. This right here is the Modern Military LR300, as you can see right there. Very useful red aim sight. I'm pretty sure a lot of people are going to appreciate that. However, LR300s, they're a fair bit awkward. We do see quite a lot of skins being accepted for them, but people don't seem to have a lot of gun demand for them, which is awkward, because if people aren't actively trying to use the gun itself, well, then where's the justification for the skins, and the skins suffer. So let's go take a look at the military collection. It's the third one down. There you go. Right, so will an LR300 magically cause all of these to spike up in demand, spike up in price? No. LR300s by itself, it's very likely going to struggle. It's very likely to go below its trust or price pretty quickly. It's not the skin itself, rather the weapon itself. So that's just a thing we are well aware of. In terms of, well, okay, we got like clothing and armor here. Surely a new weapon might help out? No, not really. These are already kind of expensive. Will this whole collection potentially go up in price around January time? Well, the clothing and armor might, but the weapons, I don't think they have that much demand. It's a bit awkward. So yeah, I don't think the LR300 is going to have a magical impact. And let me just quickly show you LR300s. How are you holding up? Let's go take a look. And how many of them are in the negative? The answer is a lot. a lot. Yeah, that's the state of them. They go down in price pretty sharply. So yeah, awkward. Very awkward. But at the end of the day, if you like what you see, please consider voting yes or no. Best of luck to you, Mr. Robstar. But yeah, it's in your hands. Consider voting. Now we're on to the AKs. We got a lot of AK-47s to go through. This is produced by Mad Polly. You can even eat the bullets. Part of my Candyman series. Hope you like it, and leave a thumbs up and favourite if you do. Right, so get a good look at that. Now, I have seen many AKs in the past that have gone for this type of design. In fact, we already have the likes of Gingerbread AK. Well, I mean, I guess it's different enough, but get a good look at the aim sight. Very nice. Red, useful, and tasty. If you like what you see, please consider voting yes or no. Best of luck to you, Mr. Mad Polly, and we'll see what happens next. Then we have the labelled AR. Get a good look at this. Very nice, very cool. Right, so aim down the sight. It's just a basic black aim sight. So this is made by Mr. Odyssey. Very interesting. Yes. Gold trim, cool, exquisite, and you got a little face punch logo right there. Nice. So, if you're a fan of this, please consider voting yes or no, and we'll see what happens next. So, best of luck to you, Mr. Odyssey. Now we have the Padded Patrol AK-47. Get a good look at this. This is made by Spinoza, and it looks pretty nice. Somewhat riveted, I guess you could say. Is that the right word to use? Yes. I don't know. But yeah. That's cool. Aim down the sight anywhere. There we are. Perfection. And what do we see? A useful red aim sight. Very nice looking skin right there, Mr. Spinoza. So, if you're a fan of this and you happen to like what you see, please consider voting yes or no, and best of luck to you, Mr. Spinoza. Now we have Ashura's AR. Get a good look at this. This is produced by Mr. Confusion. Kanji for plunder, kanji for revenge. Someone's been learning some Japanese. Wow. Okay, then. It's a fairly, it's a fair bit war-torn, damaged. Yeah, I mean, hey, a lot of weapons are going to be like that, aren't they? But, yeah, what I'm saying is it's not exactly trying to make it look as if it's factory new. This has been used. This has been through some wars. And if you like that type of design, please consider voting yes or no for Asura's AR. Best of luck to you, Mr. Confusion. Now we have the stockless version of the Candyman AK. Wait, what? Oh, no. Okay. I know I've got to reorganize this this collection a little bit. We had the issue with the SAP as well. So, yeah, cool. It's the same thing. Very nice. Okay, let's move on. Bullseye AK-47. Get a good look at that. So this is made by GXT Face. In this work, I wanted to move away from classic colours. Oh, wait, hang on a minute. Oh, no. Is this part of the Bullseye collection? Oh, it is. Oh, damn. No. Oh, God. I didn't realise. It was different colours. I got confused. Bullseye. It is. It's part of the book. Oh, no. Yeah, this is made by GXT. Oh, damn it. Right. Okay. Yeah, green and red from green. Okay, so quite some time back, we had the Python. We had the SAR. SAR did quite all right in terms of retaining its value. Python, not so much. But will an AK magically cause all of these to go up? No. It's a weapon-only collection. By default, I would expect it to not really change that much. It's awkward, but it is what it is. But that's SAR. I know that SAR's been doing pretty good over the past year or so. I think it was manipulated, though. That's the thing. I think that might have been the... Yeah, it was manipulated. That was manipulated, so, all right. I just wouldn't go near it. I'd stay away. But at the end of the day, if you like this type of design, if you like the Bullseye collection, now going a little bit more greener, well, please consider voting yes or no if you're a fan of that. Best of luck to you, Mr. GXT Face. Charcoals. Oh no, it was a it's fine. I'm being stupid. I didn't realise this was part of the collection continuation side of things. Disregard the silly things Hedge just said about 5 minutes ago, or 2 minutes ago, or I don't know. I've lost my track of time. Upor and Hypermonster have produced a brand new charcoal sketch weapon, and it's the AK-47 this time. Very nice little gift there. You can see all of it. So, aim down the sight, please. What do we see? It's just a perfectly simple, yellowy, whitish aim sight. Nothing super standout, but hey, it's not supposed to look super standout. It's charcoal. And I like the design approach they got of this. I should also point out there is a version without the stock, so get a good look at that. Are you a fan of this? Well, let's go take a look at the likes of the other charcoal sketch things. And I do believe we only have one, that being the charcoal sketch MP5. And I do believe someone's trying to manipulate this. Someone out there... Oh, he's right there. Yeah, Smiroslav. Yeah, he is buying out all of these. Oh no, we've got the... regularly scheduled Tuesday maintenance. Oh, damn. Right, let's see how it turns out by the time we get to likes of clothing and armour. But yeah, this guy here, he's bought out a bunch of the stock. And, well, it might look as if this is going up in price recently. But it's because of this guy. And he has like several accounts. And he's buying out every single thing that he can. So only this one happens to be public. I'm just going to sit here and say, look, listen, if this were to be accepted by default, it wouldn't cause the MP5 to go up in price that much. But that MP5 is going up in price because one guy is buying out all of them. And it wouldn't be surprising at some point in the future, he's going to try and list them all at like $5 or something. It's up to him. I'm not sure if he's going to be able to pull it off all by himself, but we shall see what happens next. So, yeah. Cool looking collection continuation. If you like what you see, please consider voting yes or no for Upor and Hypermonster's Charcoal AK-47. And remember, comes with and without the stock. And now, right in front of us, we have the likes of Molten Visage AK-47 version 2. This is the non-glowing version. So, yeah, okay. So, I thought it came in two versions, sorry. So yes, this is the version 2. If you don't fully remember, Molten Visage was a collection that we saw quite a lot of a good couple years back. Come on, Molten Visage, there we go, don't be shy. So it was, it basically wrapped up around, oh no, this was the end of the year, complete the sets, yep. So it basically got started in 2019, and then we saw the random continuation in 2020, and then we kind of realised, yeah, this is going to slowly become a deployable collection, which is what exactly happened. Now, it probably sold too much, or maybe it just doesn't have enough fans. It's currently struggling at the moment, But now we're currently looking at the likes of the potential first weapon to be accepted. Maybe, potentially. It's not the first time we've seen an attempt for this. This was originally submitted like 4 months ago. So, yeah, would an AK-47 suddenly cause all of that to go back up in price? I don't think so. It's a cool looking AK. Let's go get a good look at this. So, aim down the sight. What do we see? Lots of nice and gold. You've got the little... Yeah, okay, so that's black with a little bit of red right there. So they're trying to go for something completely unique, which I think a lot of people will be appreciating. But in terms of its design, I mean, it looks nice. It's not super out there in terms of its colours. And like, you know, if it really were to stand out, it would have to probably be glow in the dark. And I get the thing, a lot of people don't want that. So it's cool. It's cool. But yeah, I just can't imagine it's going to be doing super crazy. Far too many AKs, you have to accept that. It's awkward. But at the end of the day, it's still a collection continuation. And at the end of the day, it's up to you to decide what you do with your vote. Do you like what you see? Please consider voting yes or no. Best of luck to you, Mr. Tricks. But in regards to investing in the collection, I can't imagine all of it's just going to magically go up in price with the AK being accepted. But like that sleeping bag, that's held up quite nicely. I always made the joke. Oh no, I dropped my egg on my sleeping bag. Oh, shut up, Hedge. Right, so yeah, I'm going to take a step away from considering investing into that. But this one is a little bit different. This could potentially become the next Forest Raider skin to be accepted. This right here is the Forest Raiders AK-47. Now, I should point this out. This isn't the first attempt. This is a version 2. We've seen this being submitted before, so let's go take a look. Forest Raiders. As you are well aware, Forest Raiders is a very desirable, much sought-after collection. It is quite expensive as well. As you can see, all of the set is $200. This is probably the absolute best green camouflage we have in the game. It is. We know it is. And it's also very expensive. So, not too long ago, well, actually, it's about a year ago, Vlek and, let's just remind myself, Mr. Igor as well, they produced an AK-47, and unfortunately, it wasn't accepted. And we thought, okay, maybe it might appear in the likes of a complete the sets and whatnot. Nope, didn't happen. So it's been a good year or so, but they've come back, they've cooked in it, and now they've cleaned it up a fair bit. We have 2 versions, one with cards on the side, which is a nice, neat little touch. Before, they had dog tags, which looked a little bit weird, but the strap containing free cards, that is a nice little touch. I think people will appreciate that. But if you don't really want any of the green colour to be, ruined, here we have the version without anything. It's not strapping anything down or anything, so, hey, could we potentially see another Forest Raider skin being accepted? Over the past year or so, we've seen the likes of burlap clothing being produced, hide clothing being produced. Wasn't accepted. I get the feeling Facepunch doesn't want to accept any more Forest Raider skins, more specifically clothing, because it has the reputation of being the absolute best camouflage for grassy and green areas. Would an AK cause the likes of those clothing and armour skins that have been accepted to go up in price? I don't know. I could imagine the AK would be bought a lot, though. That's definitely something I could envision. But at the end of the day, it's a continuation. I look at the likes of this collection. I don't imagine that's going to be going up in price because of the AK. What I can imagine is this will be going up in price due to the fact that many people will be returning to playing the game during December and January. Oh, yes. These skin prices are going to reach they're probably going to reach their all-time high this January time. And that's something that we would expect every single year from now on. Every year, January time tends to be the point where we have the absolute maximum amount of people. What am I trying to say? The highest player counts of all the year. It is usually that you usually tend to see it January. Now, we did actually kind of beat it back in the summer this year with July, which was a big surprise to me. But yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if we just get tons of people and everybody just goes and buys this out again. Kid gets his Christmas money. Oh, I can finally go buy Forest Raiders instead of putting that money towards something good. At the end of the day, look, it's their money, so they made the decision. So very cool, very nice. I don't envision the AK is going to cause it all to go up in price, but I can envision the AK would sell a lot. And by default, I can envision the Forest Raiders clothing and armour set will be going up in price by default. And with that, that was all the weapons and tools. Which one of these was your most favourite this week? Which one of these do you reckon has the absolute best chance of potentially being accepted in a future Rust store? Feel free to go ahead and comment. It's up to you. I'm going to take a real quick drink and then we'll proceed to talk about the rest of the skins, that being the clothing and the armour. Pending we don't have issues with Steam maintenance, so we'll just wait and see. Okay, let's go find out. Come on, work for me. Work for me! Yay! Alright, it works. Right then, people, let's get started. Let's start talking about the likes of all the clothing and armour that came out over the past weekend. And we got quite an interesting batch, but based on what we've seen over the course of this video, you shouldn't be surprised to see a lot of Western themed skins. You shouldn't be surprised. Okay. Right, so I am going to put that there because that should have been at the bottom and I will have to clean that up afterwards. Right, gentlemen, first up we have a deer skull mask or bone helmet. Yeah, so get a good look at this. Very nice, very cool, interesting. Yes. You might not instantly remember, but this is part of the Arctic Protection collection. Earlier this year we had a lot of burlap skins being accepted, didn't we? We had the burlap shirt, the burlap pants, and it's not showing me all the skins, so I'll just use SEMM instead then. Right, so let's go over to here. Arctic Protection. So, if we were to potentially see this being accepted, could we potentially... Where is it? What am I looking for? Do I just go... Okay, hang on a minute. Come on, work for me. Yeah, perfect. Right, so... It is all comfortably in the positive. This is one of the only, primitive collections that's got a decent amount of skins in it. And if we were to see the likes of that mask being accepted, well, I wouldn't be surprised if all of this goes up in price. But in the current position, for the way the things are at the moment, this is going up in price regardless. Right now, it's the beginning of November. All of this is in the positive. This survived September and October, as if nothing really happened. We don't have that much burlap collections out there, so this is special, and of course, very useful for the likes of the early stages if you're running through the likes of the snowy environments and Rust and whatnot. So, if you were to see another primitive piece being accepted, I could envision that this would have a bit of a spike in demand, spike in price, but this is going up in price regardless. More and more people are going to be playing this game over the course of the next 2 months. And of course, they're going to be looking for some interesting skins that are going to help them out. And, well, like I said, early stages of the game, looking for a base to build up. If you're wanting to build one in the snowy areas, this burlap stuff's definitely going to help you out. Maybe you'd rather use the burlap head wrap. Maybe you might want to use the skull mask instead. We shall see. But this collection's definitely something to keep an eye on, right? What's this going to look like in January time? I'm pretty sure it's going to be looking a whole lot better. So, it's a consideration by default. But yes, I do believe that would give it a nice bit of a boost. So there's only 1 or 2 pictures to take a look at here. If you like what you see, please consider voting yes or no. But is there a potential investment to it? Well, by default, yes there is. Yes there is. So keep an eye out for this. Maybe we'll see some more skins being accepted. Maybe Demon maybe he could return and do version 2 of his hide clothing, and we'll see what happens next with that. Right, moving on. Here we have a cowboy hat. So again, like I've said, throughout all of this video... Wait, Kaiba, how many things have you submitted this week? That is not good. Hang on a minute. Ooh. Right, okay, I don't think that's allowed. Kaiba, you're not allowed to submit more than 1 skin a week, buddy. Even if you're contributing with someone. That's not good. I think I'm not going to talk about this because of that. So, oh, I just deleted something. There you go. Western hoodie and pants. This is produced by the likes of Epic. Right, get a good look at this. So, as we were alluding to earlier, many skins have been produced this week in reference to the recent DLC pack. A lot of people associate it with Wild West, so we're getting a lot of Wild West's themed skins. What do you see right here? It's a cowboy. Well, minus the hat. But yeah, get a good look at that. Very nice, very cool. Hoodie, pants. Can we get cowboy boots? Is that possible? I think Face Punch would have to make them themselves because you could have the little thing on the back, the little... What's the metal thing on the back of a cowboy boot called? I don't know. But yeah, the little like thing. So, yep, very nice, very cool, very stylish, very nice. Are you a fan of this? Do you like what you see? Please consider voting yes or no for the Western hoodie and pants produced by Epic. Very nice. Next up, we have the Banditos hoodie and pants. So we've had Cowboys, now we got Banditos. Get a good look at this. Very nice. Very cool. So it's definitely Wild West themed this week, isn't it? So, yeah. What is that from? Oh, I was going to say, I thought they also produced a... I thought that was going to be an Easter egg for a bandana, but it's just a default one. Stupid Hedge, unbelievable. But yeah, get a good look at that. That looks awesome. That's a very cool little image here. Nice visual. Very cool looking hoodie. So yeah, and we got a GIF. Oh no, I've been shot. Oh, I had so much to live for. No, dead. Right, let's get a good look at this. In the what's the stat? I think you should have had like a clearer image, but yeah, that'll do. So yeah, you can see like the bandoliers, a bit of armor over what appears to be a t-shirt. That looks cool. I think people can appreciate that. I think a lot of people look at that and think, yeah, I'd like to dress up like that. Yeah, okay, that's a pretty cool looking set. So, if you like what you see, please consider voting yes or no. And best of luck to you, Horimiao and Mugiwara. Alright, here we go. Here we go. This says version 4, but this is actually the 5th attempt for Hardsuit Collection. Alright, we've been over this before. We'll do it again. Hardsuit Collection got a lot of acceptances earlier this year, around February, what was it, February, March time? Let's just go take a look. So, Hardsuit, let's go take a look. A lot of us did buy into this. I still have my Hardsuit skins. We got the hoodie and the pants, we got the tier 3, fingers crossed we thought we'd see the tier 2, didn't happen. Boots and gloves were made, boots and gloves were accepted. A second attempt for the tier 2 was produced, wasn't accepted. A third attempt was produced, wasn't accepted. A fourth attempt was not accepted. Well, even Shedman lost count. This is technically the 5th one. And, well, listen up. If we did see this being accepted, after all the constant faff, yes, 100%, that would definitely cause the likes of the hoodie and pants and the tier 3 to spike them on, spike plus, and the boots and gloves. All of that, all of it would. But it's... We've waited for how long now? It's been 8 months, and we still haven't seen any success. And Shedmon did try, but Facepunch just wouldn't accept. We have no reason for this. We have no explanation for this. We have no idea why this happened, but it just kept getting denied and denied and denied and denied. So my answer to you is, yes, if we were to see that tier 2 being accepted, you will magically see this back into the positive again. You know, new core piece being accepted, pre-existing core pieces will spike them on, spike in price. You would also, I guess I said, see the boots and gloves go up as well. So get on your knees and start praying. Because I know a lot of other people out there still have their Hardsuit skins as well. I don't know what else to say, alright? Will this be accepted? Well, at the moment, you got Hardsuit, you got Thundergold, you got Sand Rhino, you got comics. Those collections are all racing to get a tier 2 armor set being accepted. So there's competition. Does that favour this? Not really, no. No. Right, so yeah. Shedmon, best of luck to you. We shall see what happens next, but I just don't know anymore. We shall see what happens next. Please consider voting yes or no. Best of luck, Shedmon. Here we have Apex Predator face mask and chest plate. Get a good look at that. Very nice. Very cool. He's got the teeth, he's smiling, he's very happy, yes indeed. Very cool, very cool. So this is produced by Victor Trigger. He loves making some animal-themed style skins. If you like what you see, please consider voting yes or no, and we shall see what happens next. Best of luck to you, Victor Trigger. Next up, we have the Wrath Tier 3 armor. Get a good look at this. Get a good look at this. So it's a very dark green colour. Very nice, very cool. Kind of reminded me of the, what's it called? What was the collection? Oh, who made it? Was it Odyssey? God, it's been such a long time, I've completely forgot. What was the other green armour that we had this year? Oh, Hedge, how could you forget? You know, you could just probably go over to here and remind yourself. I go to here. I go to here. If I look at this... What was it called? The answer is... No, it was last year. Elite Crate, that was it. It's like a much darker Elite Crate. Okay, fair enough. Very cool. So if you like what you see here, please consider voting yes or no for the RAF Tier 3 armor. Best of luck to you, Mr. Cubist, and best of luck to you, Alma to Dammer. And then we have the Cold Blood Tier 3. This is made by Ya. Get a go at this. Yep, much better lighting here. A very goofy looking face mask and a big X on the chest plate. Are you trying to get shot? Are you trying to get shot? Anyway, get a good look at that. Very goofy, very silly. What's this supposed to be? Is this in a reference to something? I don't know. I don't know if it's in reference to something. Yes, just shoot me right there. Just right there. It's all good. Yep, okay. Well, there you are. So, if you happen to like that, please consider voting yes or no, and best of luck to you. Yeah. And lastly, we have Banana Tier 3. It's bright. It's yellow. Do you want a banana? Peel it down and go. So, not too long ago, we did see the likes of banana hoodie and pants being produced, and it wasn't accepted. How very unfortunate. It is what it is. It is what it is. But now, Depsky, PYH, they thought, you know what, let's just go for it. Let's just see if we can get Banana Tier 3 accepted. That right there is very yellow. It's got a lot of potassium and everything, but at the end of the day, how else were they going to do it, right? How else was it going to be done? Of course you're going to be yellow. Of course you're going to be yellow. You're a banana. You are a banana, and there's no escaping that, okay? So accept this, all right? There's no running away. Okay, anyway. So, banana collection. Let's go take a look at this, because this is very awkward. In its own weird way. Essentially, right, just kind of get this in your head. It's kind of hard for everybody to be able to find these skins in the Steam market, and you're going to sit there and say why. Because, you know, if you type in, like, Banana Python, you're not going to get it. It's not going to appear. You have to type in Pythonana. If you want the Thompson one, you have to type in Thompsonana. You have to type in Sarnana, Double Barrelnana, Correspondana. You have to type in Vestnana, Kiltnana, Helmetnana. Not everybody is going to easily remember that. Not everybody is going to easily be able to find these. And when someone brought that out to me, it kind of clicked. If these are harder to find, like if you typed in kilt skins on the Steam market over here, I've lost it. If I go over to here, and I type in kilt, there's going to be a lot of kilts, but the point will still remain. I am never going to see Kilt Nana. It's just not going to happen. So does that make sense to you? If you wondered, damn, why is the banana collection not really holding up? Part of the reason has to be because of that. No Kilt Nana. You didn't see it, because you have to quite literally type in Kilt Nana. Yeah. So it's very low quantity, but it's still struggling. And yeah, you might be sitting and say, what if you just type in Nana? Nope, don't work. Nope, not happening. Not happening. So the naming convention has kind of ruined it, unfortunately. It's a bit awkward, but it is what it is. I realise I'm on the other thing now. Oh well, point still remains. Let's stick with the point. Tier 3 armour. If it were to be accepted, would any of this go up in price? I think it would, especially that Tier 2 armour, 100%. New core piece being accepted, pre-existing core pieces will go up in price. So I just wanted to establish that for many people, it's kind of hard to try and be able to find these, but point still remains, if you do see a new core piece being accepted, the pre-existing ones will go up in price. Up in demand, up in price, it will very likely happen, all right? So, what about the weapons? I don't know. It's awkward. We've got so many of them that, hey, maybe things might turn around and maybe they might go up in price around January time. But again, how easy is it for people to be able to find all of these? I just showed off that point to you. Go type in Thompson's, for example. Let's go type in Thompson's. Will I see the Thompsonana? Nope. The only way you're going to be able to see it amongst all the other Thompsons is if you search for it this way. So if you search from, I want to only see the Thompson item type, and maybe we'll see it. There he is. There you are. That's the only way you can do it. Not everybody knows that you can do that. All right. So things are awkward. So if you're a little bit hesitant now, wanting to jump into the likes of the banana collection, I kind of don't blame you. But like I said, by default, yeah, it's still going to go up in demand, up in price if we see that being accepted. Do you want a banana? Peel it down and go. So, yeah, definitely something to keep an eye out for. If you are a true believer of the banana collection, please consider voting yes or no if you like it. Best of luck to you too. But yes, I will sit here and say, more specifically the kilt, yes, it will go up in price. You could consider investing into that. And at the end of the day, maybe people would want to dress up like bananas and be bright and yellow. It's up to them. It's their choice. So with that, that'll be the end of the collection, won't it? Yep. So I do need to reorganise this collection. I'm sorry. There's a couple instances I need to just move around. But at the end of the day, that's the video. You can skip ahead and you're gonna, the chapters and whatnot still going to be there. So awesome. That was the final skin set to talk about. That was all of the skins. Which one of these was your favourite? Which one of these was the skin that you feel like is most likely going to be accepted in a future Rustore? I'm talking about every single skin. Do not forget, in the description of this video, there is a link to this full collection. You could click that, go through all of this yourself. You could vote yes or no for all the things that you like. And don't forget, you could also consider offering a nice comment or two to some of these skins. Okay, so yeah. I'm not sure what's going on with TGG. I didn't see any official word earlier in regards to what's going on with this week's top picks. Maybe it's going to appear tomorrow. That very likely could be the case. All right, so just keep an eye on the likes of their YouTube. Still not there, so again, keep an eye out for it. Worst case scenario, if you want to be up to date with the skins that are likely going to be the top picks this week, you could just take a look at the previous week's skins that we looked at, because that's essentially how it usually plays out. But yeah, over the past several weeks, the vast majority of skins that have been accepted to Rustores have been early picks. So if you watch the likes of my videos, you're going to be fairly well informed. Cool. What else is there to talk about? We need to talk about the stuff we're noticing on a commits page. So yes, always be aware of the commits. You can be one of the first people to be aware of new content that's coming out. More specifically, over the course of the past 2 weeks, we've been seeing this. Yes, we have. Powerplant 2.0. If you understand how level design works, many developers will start off the process of designing a level with a grey box. Grey boxing is when you have very basic meshes for levels, and once you just want to be able to just walk around, see how long it takes to get from here to here, get a good feel of what it's going to be like. When they're happy with the result, they will then start to build up and add textures and actually make it look as if what it would look like in the actual game. And it looks like that they got a good idea. It looks like they're progressing very nicely. You can see here. So at some point, very likely in 2024, we're going to see a remake for Powerplant. Just a nice little heads up, and maybe we'll see a whole bunch of Powerplant skins being made. Wouldn't be surprised by that in the slightest. So yeah, do keep an eye on the likes of the face punch commits. There's plenty of things being mentioned, and this week it appears to be a hack week, so very nice. Lots of stuff being mentioned. Cool. Right then, so do keep an eye on the player counts. We're going to be seeing a lot of people returning, especially during the likes of the Twitch Rivals event. So let's just see if we can find this. Twitch Rivals, Alistair, when did you post that thing? Just verifying when it's happening. Where is it? Alistair, hold on a sec. Media, I can't seem to find it real quickly. Twitch Rivals, here it is. Yes, this is it. Twitch Rivals, December 11th to the 15th. We're going to see a lot of people watching Twitch Rivals. They're going to be probably itching to play Rust all over again. And we're going to be seeing a lot of people jumping back in and playing Rust all over again. So I really do feel like January this year, or rather next year, it's going to be pretty big. I am still under the impression we're going to have over 100,000 average player count for January 2024. So yeah, December 11th to the 15th. And of course, there will be a ton of Twitch drops to chase after, which again, I can show you once more. If we hop over to here, TGG has got this collection over here. Twitch drops, round 26, Twitch Rivals 4, and yeah. Now, there are plenty more skins that have been submitted recently. I can point out some of them to you. We just mentioned Cavency earlier. He just produced 2 of them. But if you take a look at some of these submissions, there you go. So there's Posty, and then Come on, where's the other one? Oh, there you go, Disguised Toast. So yeah, here's 2 more that I've noticed. Posty hoodie, very nice, very cool. And if you look at this, we've got a very nice, bright, colourful, neon, double armoured door. This is for Disguised Toast. So yeah, Disguised Toast did have a hoodie, but that's disappeared. Now this has appeared instead. So not sure what happened there, but yeah, cool. So Twitch drops are constantly appearing. You've got to keep an eye on the likes of the workshop to be aware of all the newest drops, if that makes sense to you. Awesome, awesome, awesome. And so with that, best of luck to each and every single one of you with your investments. Best of luck to each and every one of you skin creators. Let's see what happens over the course of the next few months. And just around the corner, we're going to slowly start seeing some Christmas skin submissions. Oh, yes, we are. 2 weeks of Christmas are expected, so maybe that's going to kick off around maybe the end of this month. And we can start plotting what happens around then. And so, with that, thank you once again for watching me. I greatly appreciate it. I hope you all enjoyed it. I know it was long. I have got chapters that you can skip to, but yeah. There's a lot of skins. There's over 103. 104. Yeah, it was 104. So, yeah, cool. So, catch you later. See you. Goodbye.